let's dive right in. First, you need to download your products from Autodesk. To do that, you're going to go to manage.autodesk.com. You don't have to worry about the home. You'll get to this home screen once you're logged in. Go over to products and services. You're going to see all the products here that have been assigned to you. What you'll do is you scroll down to Vault Professional Client. Then you can hit this drop down and install whatever year we're on at the moment. Right now we are on 2027, so you don't even have to touch that drop down, but you might in the future, and you can click install. Very important to get the client, not Vault Professional. This installs the entire server-side background. And same thing for any other products you might need if you're using Inventor, if you're using AutoCAD Electrical, or regular vanilla AutoCAD, any of those. Next, you should be getting an email from Symmetry, and this will have your information to log into our Azure VPN client. With that, you're going to log into this, which if you don't have it, you can go to the Microsoft Store and you can search for Azure VPN. You can see it right there. I have it installed, but you would see an install button here. Then you get this open. They should have also sent you a configuration file. To import that, they should send it in a zip folder. You're going to unzip that, and then there'll be this HTML file in here. You can hit this plus sign down in the bottom, import. You're going to navigate to that file, and then that should be good to go. Okay, so you have your products downloaded. You're logged into the VPN. Next, we're going to log into the Vault. We're starting up Vault Professional 27. It's going to automatically default to Vault account. We're going to change that to Autodesk ID. Your username and password will be grayed out. You don't have one. It's using your Autodesk ID. What that is it's actually Autodesk Access running in the background. You've signed into this. This is controlling your updates. This is verifying your user identity, I guess you'd call it. So your Autodesk ID, you have our server. I'll have to gray this out in the video, but you should get that from me in the email. Vault is Fulton CAD, and then you can automatically log in next session. So once that's all clicked, you can click OK, and now we're into Vault. Okay, so first thing we need to do is do a little bit of tidying here. So you're going to go to Tools, Options. We're going to go down to Prompts, and we're going to change this Move to Folder using drag and drop. We want the response to be no on that, and still always prompt. We just want to, if we accidentally drag and drop something and actually hit enter, sometimes you don't know where that file went. So we just want to make sure we're doing that intentionally, and that's what this prompt is going to set us up with. The only other thing in here, you can look around these, but the big thing is light or dark. I like it dark, but for the purpose of this presentation, we're going to keep it in light mode, and that's it for those settings. In here, so this is your navigation pane. Basically this whole pane right here, this is what's known as the navigation pane. We don't use My Worklist and we don't use save shortcuts. So first thing we're going to do is go to the view, turn off shortcuts, turn off the Worklist, and give us a little bit more room there. The other thing we're going to do is turn on Autodesk Assistant if it's not already. So mine is. You can see over here we have properties, then you have Autodesk Assistant. So you can go ahead and use this. It's just like having Google search right in the Vault. So I could ask, like, what is the new trash bin? And it's going to generate a response. So really handy to have. Go ahead and play around with that. But I think it's going to benefit us. Okay, so let's go to Project Explorer. This is where all of our files are going to be. Right now you're going to see design data old. That's all the old design data that before I migrated it to 2027. So that'll be in here for like another month, and then I'll get rid of it once I know everything's migrated correctly. Design data, your Inventor, every time you open it and log into Vault, it is going to check this to make sure you have all the correct design data. Basically, if we make an update to that, we want to make sure it applies to everyone across the board, so it's always checking that. All of our files are going to be in designs. So if we go ahead and go into that, now you're starting to see the folder structure, which we're going to go over in a later video, but what you can do right now is get the templates. So you can see the templates folder right here. We're going to right click, get, and this is all good, we're getting 188 files. Go ahead and click OK. I'm not, just for the sake of this video, going to click it, but you would click OK here and get all those templates. Okay, so in here, again, all of our files. Last thing I want to show you in this video is so this is called the main pane right here. So this is all called the main pane. This is where you can see files. Here you have the navigation pane, you're only seeing folders. Main pane, you're seeing files. This is all called the preview pane. So with that, what I have right now is I'm clicked on a file. I've also already changed my default view. This is what you're going to see out of the box: name, state, revision, no description on there. So what I need you to do is you're actually going to edit your default view. To do that, you're going to click this drop down, define custom views. On default view, you're going to modify, choose fields, and it's going to have a whole bunch of fields in here. You really only need these. So to add stock number and description, you just go here, click the down arrow. You won't have frequently used files or fields, so you're going to go down to files, and then if description was over, which I just moved it back over, you can just double click on it to add it, and then you move it up to where it needs to be. And go ahead and remove all that other stuff because it doesn't apply to us and it just adds unnecessary information. Once that's set up, go ahead and click OK. Click OK. If you wanted to, sometimes what I do is I'll make a copy of this, and I'm going to call it thumbnail, and I'm going to modify this, and I'm going to go to files, go down to thumbnail, and add that. I don't want that on all the time because it does take a bit of memory to load all that, but sometimes it is handy to have thumbnails in your main pane there. I'm going to click OK, I'm done, and done. So if I want to switch thumbnail, I just hit the drop down, and then I can get my thumbnail. Okay, on to the preview pane. We have history. Show all versions isn't clicked right now. I'm going to. Here I can see all the times this has been checked in and checked out. These are what are called versions, not revisions, versions. It's just when it's been checked in and checked out. So this is why it's really important to comment when you're checking in and checking out. This is what I'm going to, or you're going to reference in the future to know when we're scrolling through. Sometimes we want to look at an old revision. This says signed at initial revision. That's very handy to know that this model, if I wanted to open it at this timestamp, I can, and know that that's how we released it at the initial revision. Then we added an O2 sensor port, and now Justin's updating the drawing and some other things per the CC. So I could go look up the CC and know what was changed. So very important to comment. What I can do, I can see everything it uses. I can go from assembly all the way down to every part that's used. So very handy there. You'll notice these fields don't match up top. So what I can do is I can come in here, customize view. What I did, I right-clicked at the header bar and give me all versions. I really need description in there, and I'm going to move that up. Blue file name and maybe even stock number. Go ahead and move that up. And that should be on. That'll be on every time I open up uses or where used now, or at least uses. I'll do it for where used. So now I can get a description as well and know what I'm looking at. And then where used. So now we're going up, right? So uses is everything below it, also known as children. When we go to where used, these are all the parents of this. The drawing is considered a parent of an assembly or a part file. We have change order, which we don't use, and then we have view, which will be a series of slightly bigger thumbnails that you can use. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Next video, we're going to go into projects and continue to explore the vault structure. Thanks.